The worst is about to happen to our beloved sweet Apple iPhone. What I am about to tell you will probably freeze the hell out of you. Apple will stop making iPhones, for the first time. Apple is planning on replacing iPhones. I don't really want to dream even for a second that iPhone 14 can turn out to be the last iPhone we will set our hands on. This is the most shocking thing you might have heard so far in terms of technology. You are asking yourself already, what device are they replacing the iPhone with? And how on earth is this even possible? It's obvious that this will be the worst thing that will happen to people that are into Apple technology with everything they've got. There's no doubts the iPhones have a series of processors that reportedly deliver better performance than most Android phones. In addition, Apple blends hardware and software well, making the iPhone more efficient and effective. So imagine living in this modern world without iPhones. It doesn't matter if you are an iPhone user or not, because this really gonna change things around you and will definitely affect you in any way. Well, find the shocking reason why this is happening and how this will affect our human society. So will iPhone production stop soon? Not for long, as the latest report suggests that the shortage of components has finally hit Apple. So, the company has halted the production of the iPhone for the first time in over a decade. Basically, this news follows the company's own projections of iPhone 13 series production, which was made public back in October. Earlier, Apple had expected to produce 90 million new iPhone units in the last 3 months of the year. But, the projection cut this number down by as many as 10 million units. So because of the shortage of components that has finally hit Apple, top analyst and longtime industry insider Ming-Chi Kuo says Apple expects to replace the iPhone in just 10 years, by 2032. This sounds weird, right? You are starting to wonder, what will be the replacement of iPhones in 2032? If that's weird, then I don't know what you're gonna say about this. Kuo suggested that Apple will start replacing the iPhone with AR, anytime from now. CEO Tim Cook often expresses great interest in AR and what might be possible in the future, but never elaborates on Apple's specific plans. Nevertheless, Arkansas no longer seems uncertain. With Meta moving ahead with the metaverse and several other tech companies investing heavily, Apple's early and secretive work in this area will likely pay off. 2022 sounds like the correct time to launch its first product, and if it hits as well as the iPod, iPhone, AirPods, or Apple Watch, it really could be the next big thing. Fast forward 10 years when a giant virtual screen with intuitive hand gesture controls is always available, and, perhaps, the burden of carrying an iPhone in the pocket will seem like an annoyance instead of a necessity. Although Kuo has a solid track record of providing information before of Apple's official announcements, it's hard to imagine the iPhone ceasing to exist given that it's the most widely used phone in the country. Of course, Sony produced the most widely used audio playing device for many years, but now everyone uses smartphones to listen to music. A technology corporation must constantly be adaptable, and Apple looks far into the future and makes plans for what will happen years in the future, occasionally taking uncharted territory to obtain a head start. Completely replacing Apple iPhone with Apple's AR turned out to be a big step up in the industry according to Apple. I don't know if iPhone discontinuation will be a deal to you, but there's one true fact that this will break down people's vision towards Apple. If you are an iPhone user and you are starting to feel as this is really gonna turn your life upside down, then you should take a look at the people this will affect the most and how. First, this replacement will disturb all iPhone users in general because iPhone users are generally happier, more extroverted, and more adventurous than Android users, according to new research. This will deeply affect software developers. Since Apple has a large market share and is known for its versatile and fast operating system, developers prefer to launch their apps and high-end games first on iOS and then on Android. Further, iOS runs on consistent hardware, while Android comes in different iterations and versions depending on the phone. Talking about celebrities. This will affect them most because celebrities will not want the public to access their personal life, pictures, social media handles, or contacts. Hackers would want to hack celebrities' phones and leak their personal information, so celebrities opt for Apple products over Android to evade this. Apple has never compromised the privacy of any user's data. It also does not allow for SD usage. Apple ensures that it ceases sharing its information with third parties. It also restrains the download of anything from the internet to the phone. Well, there's no big deal to worry about now because we will still receive new iPhones from Apple. So iPhone 14 or iPhone 20 will not be our last iPhone, because this replacement we are talking about is written to take place in 2032 and 2. There's no final speech that this will happen, so keep on smiling. Just hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more amazing videos.